follow-ups. So I was kind of reaching out to see if you were able to get that property sold.
We did. We closed on it already.
Awesome, awesome. And do you happen to have any other properties that you would consider selling?
Not at this time. I think I'm going to hold off until maybe winter's over.
Hmm.
So I don't have anything else. I have cancer, and I was just trying to unload a couple easy houses that just to try to pay my chemo and radiation bill.
Hmm.
Um, but no, unfortunately, I think I'm set for a while. I don't want to incur a lot of bills and not have any way to pay them off. So that's why I got rid of a couple houses. But I think I'm done for, well, probably until springtime.
Until,
I don't know that none of my tenants wanted to move, and it
uh-huh.
was so hard for me to get them to, at least move out. And
Yeah,
I feel bad about that because especially during the winter time, and sellers are just wanting so much more for their houses as far as rent goes.
yeah.
And I think I had the lowest rent in the world because
Uh,
I'm from a really small town, and I know how hard it is to have a good place to live without paying a whole lot of money.
yeah, I know. You just said that you kind of was going through some health issues. How's that going? You in a better place now, or what?
No, unfortunately, it's breast cancer, and it's metastasized to my liver. And once it goes to the liver, that's where the blood gets purified, and they say there's nothing they can do, and the outcome is like 5 years, and I've
Hmm.
already lived 2.5 now. So it's very scary for me. But of course, my dad was a doctor, and my mom was a nurse, but they're both gone now,
Hmm.
and I'm just trying to uh, do some things that are not real medical. The medical field frowns on, even though my dad wouldn't. But I'm down at the Cancer Centers of America down in Noonan, and they don't help you do anything. So you have to kind of read up on your own and just kind of figure out what to do. There is a lady that wrote a book.
Hmm.
She's cured herself 4 times of cancer, and 2 of them were stage 4, which is
Hmm.
what I have.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying a prayer and hoping the Lord has me in His hands and can just work with me until I can get a little bit more stable, because I don't want to leave the earth without having all this debt on me.
Yeah.
So that's why I sold a lot of them. But um,
Hmm.
did you happen to get my email from the guy? I talked to so many different investors, and I'm a real estate agent and an investor. That's kind of how I got started
Yeah.
way back in 1980. So I can, if you send me an email of your information, I'll be glad to keep you abreast whenever I'm ready to put something on the market.
Yes, ma'am. And I know that it was actually my partner Mel that had reached out to you. I think it was like about a month and a half ago about the property. And but yeah, we can definitely I have him send over the email to you again. And you say you kind of doing the holistic path now.
I'm still with Cancer Centers of America.
Hmm.
I got a new oncologist, and I've only seen him twice, and he was kind of shocked that I didn't know what he told me, that it's stage 4 and it's triple negative cancer,
Yeah.
meaning there's not a cure for it. So
Hmm.
he doesn't really know that because I don't think he would have me there if he knew I was trying to do a holistic things too.
Hmm.
So I haven't told him that. I only saw him, like I said, twice,
Yeah.
and so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't feel sick, and
Hmm.
so it's other than when he told me, I kind of fell apart. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so strange because I just don't feel like I'm dying. But some days I do. I got to tell you now that I've had this for about a month now,
Hmm.
and sometimes I think, well, maybe he's right. I don't feel good today, but
Yeah.
other than that, I'm gonna try everything I can and
Yeah.
just you
Yeah,
know
that's what you got to do. Like my
yeah
mother actually had breast cancer also.
yeah
Um, Luckily,
I,
they kind of caught it in time, So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, so I definitely understand. I mean, like, I don't understand, but um, I've definitely had people in my family that's kind of been going through the same types of struggles and
Oh,
fights and stuff like that. So I
mhm.
definitely want you to stay positive, as you know, like positivity definitely helps. So just stay positive and continue to fight.
I certainly will. Yeah,
Hmm.
thank you.
All
And keep in touch with me if he doesn't send an email. You can call every 2 or 3 months. I'm actually from Indiana,
right. Hmm.
and I'm trying to get back up there. So that and with the winter is so bad in Indiana. A lot of times, I mean, I love the winter. I have tons of clothes for it, but I just being down here for golly, my husband died just actually it'll be 20 years ago, November 18th. He died in my arms of cancer.
Hmm.
So, and I, all this time I really liked Atlanta, but I think I'm gonna, if I'm gonna be dying, I want to go back home to where all my, where I grew up.
Yeah.
And my mom left me her house, so I plan on going back there.
Hmm.
But I just don't want to move in the wintertime. It's so hard to do that. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
probably will keep this house that I'm in
Hmm.
and eventually go up there. So we're talking maybe May or April
All
of
right.
next year, spring. So you might want to touch base with me then.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll have better plans on how it's looking because I know there's a lot of holistic doctors. Like my dad was, even though he was a medical doctor, he also, he did acupuncture and a lot of holistic things. He would be so amazed at what all people are doing now, and
Hmm.
he'd be right with them because he loved, finding different ways to heal things. But anyway, if you call me back, I'll be glad to let you know what I might
Hmm.
have coming up. But
All,
right now, everything is kind of set for the summer, for the winter.
all right. And if we could purchase the properties with those tenants still in there, that wouldn't be an option.
Yeah, that would be an option. Yeah, I would work with that
All right.
if you all would be so kind to work with them. Yeah, I'm sure they would love that.
Yeah. And well, could you give me at least like one of the addresses that I could kind of do some research on and see if we could be a good fit for that one?
I don't even know which one I would have next.
Hmm.
I sold let's see, four or five already, and I don't even know. The ones that I have now are people that they've either just moved in recently or they want to end up buying the house, as a tenant.
Hmm.
Sometimes I do wraparound loans for them because if they can't qualify, I hold the mortgage, and then if there's anything that happens, I get the house back.
Yeah.
But
Th-
yeah, but
th-
I don't even have anything that I think I might even be
mhm.
looking at getting rid of because that other Denny house that I told him about
Uh-huh.
was the last one that I was going to be selling this year. So
All right. And
it just kind
um,
of,
I heard you said that you do wraps on properties.
I do.
We actually do a lot of creative financing also.
Yeah,
We
that's great.
Yeah, we love to purchase properties on terms.
I do too. Yeah,
It actually allows us to pay more for the properties and um, kind of
sure.
like what you're doing. It
Uh-huh.
actually allows us to provide housing for people who don't qualify,
That's
like
right. That's
traditionally,
right. Yeah,
and
I do that a lot.
especially like people like us who are in real estate. We don't have W-2s, so
Right.
when we go to the bank, they want to see 2 years of
I
W-2s and
know. I
stable
know. It could be
content.
hard. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It
Yeah.
it definitely could be. Um, but do you mind if I reach back out to you maybe in like a couple of weeks and after you kind of had a chance to kind of think about the other properties and see if we could potentially purchase them with the tenants in them?
Yeah, you could do that. I don't mind that. I can tell you right now, I'm not even thinking along those lines because I just closed on that last Jenny Lane property. Gosh,
Mm-hmm.
that was just what is today? This is Monday. It was just last week
Uh-huh.
actually, and I didn't. I just set up for the closing, signed my paperwork, and let the buyer,
Mm-hmm.
do his paperwork by himself, and so I think he's not even at the property yet. He's going to be redoing it, and of course, he said, I mean, he goes in and fixes, redoes the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a tiny house. I think it's got a carport, and he usually finishes off the carport and makes an extra bedroom and bath, and then he'll end up selling it for like $300,000. And what he told me, I'm like, oh, good luck.
Ah,
Good for you.
that's
But
awesome. So what did you actually end up selling it for?
oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I think it was a lot. It was a lot more than I thought I was going to get. I want to say 168.
168.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
it was just a 3-1.
Mhm.
It was the first house I bought after my husband died by myself,
Mhm.
and it was. I actually thought I would be moving in that house because I'm from Indiana, like I told you, and I don't like central air
Yeah.
because it's can be really cold, and here you are, you have one person, and you live in one. You're usually in one room, and here your air is going all throughout the house, and I'm really tight on my money,
Mhm.
so I usually. I like the air conditioning units where you can just go in one room and cool it down, and then I usually get so cold that I have to, then turn it down or else turn it off or something. And it has one of those floor furnaces, and
Uh,
the floor furnaces, in my idea, are they don't have any moving parts, so they never break. They're like it had an old, never had a problem with that floor furnace, and
mhm.
it was right in the hallway, so it could heat the whole house,
Y- y-
and I just love that little house, but it's gone now, and it broke my heart because that was the very first one I purchased without my husband, and
Mhm.
I was so proud of myself. I think I bought it on an auction, and I felt like I got a really good price, and I
Mhm.
had really good tenants. They loved it so much, and when I went into, they had told me they left the keys for me, and when I had the keys in my hands, and I went in and looked at it, you could just tell the love that they had for it, and it
Yeah.
broke my heart to know that I really had to put them out. But I just can't. I couldn't afford to keep paying my um, chemo bills and my radiation bills without having some, cash on hand, and I just didn't want to be in debt for any amount of the disease or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
but
Definitely
yeah,
understand that.
but I don't. I don't. You can call back. I don't think that I'll have anything. All my other houses are like, gosh, on the main, on a bigger scale. There, like that was the first little house that I bought, and it was
Mhm.
just 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Everything I have is more of a bigger home.
Oh yeah.
So,
We purchased all sizes.
all
Um,
right, where are you all located? As far as where do you live? I can't.
Conyers.
Conyers, okay. Gosh,
Yes.
that's way over there, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And is
Um,
your partner in Conyers too?
yes, ma'am. He is.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right.
But we purchase anywhere. Well, right now, we're in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. But
Oh wow, my goodness!
yes,
How
ma'am.
many houses do you have so far?
As rentals, we have about 44. Um,
Oh my stars, that's fantastic.
yes, ma'am. We
Good
do.
for you.
Yes, ma'am. We do short term, mid
Yeah,
term, and long term rentals.
yeah,
We also do
yeah.
like fix and flips and stuff like that also. So
Yep. Yeah,
we
yeah.
kind
I
of
was
do.
doing all of that too.
Hmm.
We got up to 50 units, and I said, okay, this is more than I want to handle right now,
Yeah.
especially with my husband being gone. But
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
now I think I'm down to about, gosh, I might even be down to 9.
Hmm.
It's 9, between 9 and 15,
Uh,
because I have a couple townhomes and a couple duplexes. But those will probably be, I'm not sure. Next, I'm trying to put them all in an LLC, so
hmm.
I don't have to pay a lot of taxes on them. They can show that that's my entity that I'm trying to work. I'm doing through like a business instead
Uh
of
huh.
doing it through my name.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I tell me your name again.
My name is Dion Lewis.
Dion Lewis. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And your partner's name was?
It's Melquan Depew.
Okay. I
Yes,
think I remember talking to him.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, just if you want to shoot me an email, do you want me to give you my email, and then you can, or you can want to talk to him first?
No, ma'am. You can give it to me. I'll just make sure that we have it in our records.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's just my name.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, Miss Joanne, it was great speaking with you.
Well, it's
Um,
nice talking to you too.
yes, ma'am. And like I say, just stay positive.
Oh, I will be.
Uh,
I'm always positive.
yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
try not to get into that negative side. Don't go there.
y-
But yeah, no, I'll be positive.
yes,
And
ma'am.
I'm glad you called. I hope you have good luck in finding some other good houses to buy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you too. And like I said, we'll probably just reach back out to you in a couple of weeks and
Sure, that'd
see
be
if you
fine.
kind of have a couple of more of them that you think that you would potentially be open to selling to us.
I'll be glad to let you know.
All right. Thank you too. You have a great day.
You too. Thanks. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.